hear from Girish, and then definitely we're too excited to listen to Ankush and Amla. But let's hear from Girish what your thought is and what your experience, audience can learn from.
Hey, hi. Thanks. So yeah, I think great points by both Hari and Yuvraj. So it's going to be very easy for me to tell +1 to both of what they said. I'm going to add very little to what they mentioned. I think it is going to be important for people to be ready to take a lot of chaos in startups, right? So chaos is here to stay because there is the whole business is moving at rapid pace. Things change on a monthly basis, right? The companies I worked in banks, we had 3-year plan, 2-year plan. When I came to startups, it was quarterly plans, right? So the whole annual operating plan is broken down to quarters, and we're typically looking at disruptions happening on a quarterly basis. So people need to be very, very clear that if they're getting into e-commerce, they need to have a big heart and a strong mind, both, right? So only then e-commerce is going to be a good place for folks. So I'll touch upon certain soft elements given Hari and Yuvraj were touching upon that, because hard skills are pretty common across industries, like I would believe, but the application of those skills is going to be different in startups. So some points were covered earlier. Something which I strongly believe is if you need to be in startups, like Runa used this word, everything is going pessimistic nowadays. The ones who need to look at startups need to be highly optimistic, right? So optimism is going to be one competency that I would believe that people should develop if they have to be successful in startups. So optimism in my head is believing that there is one more solution which is better than the current one. So just being a lot paranoid, I call it positive or productive paranoia about the fact that what we are doing today can always get better tomorrow, and that uneasiness is very important for a person to do well in startup. And I also liked the word Yuvraj used in terms of temperament, which is very important in startup. I completely believe that's a very important aspect to do well in startup. So for the students and academicians on the call, Dhoni is like a great archetype for a startup, right? Because he's as cold as ice. He's pretty calm in any situation, but he's always having this unrest inside. There's always a positive paranoia. And what do I do next? Right? What can I do next ball, or next over, or last over of the T20 match? Can I give it to a new bowler and still take a chance? There are a lot of things which is happening inside his head, but he's very calm at the outside, right? So that's very important in the startup to have that temperament, and I call it optimism. And Hari and I were sharing a panel yesterday, and I was using this term there as well, which is from our Sanskrit text, which is called Dhairyam. Dhairyam is translation in English is brave. I think people need to be brave as well in startups, because a lot of things will come and hit you. Like Tyson mentioned, uh, you always have a good plan until you get punched on the face, right? So in startup, you tend to get punched on the face every day. You wake up thinking a day is going to go in a particular fashion, then there are 100 things happening, right? As in, you wake up and you have a plan, but then suddenly there's a strike in one of the warehouses, or people are unhappy about something you've done. There is an issue in the field. It could be it could be some from the lobbies, or some from the authorities. A lot of things can go haywire in a day, and it's important for one to take it with a lot of fighting spirit. So being brave is going to be very important for folks in startups. So these are a few of the soft elements that I can think of, which is going to be a differentiator for people who are looking at building a career in startups vis-a-vis large organizations.
Given the impact COVID has had on employment, how do you see this phase deciding the talent in coming future?
Would actually add to the previous point as well, to what Yuvraj was saying, right? I think this is a period of Atmanirbhar, like our Honorable Prime Minister mentioned. I think all of us are trying to be self-sufficient and preparing for a longish winter. So there will be austerity measures. We will keep it low. So what people need to do is stay positive in this time, because like any crisis, this shall also pass. But what this has done uniquely different is this whole digitization acceleration, which has happened, right? So I think people who are digitally handicapped, please start looking at it more closely in terms of building those skills there, because it's a good time for you to upskill. Any skill that you couldn't learn because of lack of time for whatever excuse that you had, it's a good time for you to pick skills as well. So if you have a job, hold on to your job. If you're getting better jobs, then no problem. Please go ahead. You're one of the lucky few who are getting it. But don't get too adventurous in this time. So if you can build your skill, stay positive, invest time in improving yourself, I think next 2 quarters is going to be useful for all of us.
So either comment as a user of CRM, or you make a choice that you want to give some parting words.
See, CRM fundamentally is not going to really change, right? As in, what is changing is where we had this, we were dependent on individual skills earlier, and some level of anecdotes. I think this is going to create a large digital footprint, because everyone is now interacting digitally. It's going to create a large digital footprint. So your ability to understand the customer is only going to get better. It might not be personal, it might be impersonal, but it will be more deep. So it's important for people to understand those patterns and start interacting with the consumer. Now, whether it's your direct consumer or whether it's a restaurant partner, you're only going to get more information about them because of the digital footprint that they will leave. So I think that skill is going to be important to really read that pattern and execute. I actually think the sensitivity to the consumer will only increase because it's all going to be further remote. So you'll have to be even more better at dealing with consumers. That would be my comment on CRM. From a larger parting note, I would say that from a HR perspective, I think we should move away from being egalitarian to more effective as HRs. We're happy to distribute rewards like Santa Claus. Now we need to be more effective as HR folks to really see and go after impact. I think we should be more profitable than palatable in whatever policies we make as HR. And we should be more people-led than process-led, because process will be taken care by all this digital, etc. But you find who are your champion leaders or who are your champion performers, and really start giving them enriched jobs and start taking punts on people, because these are the ones who are going to take you forward, right? From an organization perspective. So my parting comment would be sensitive, be sensible, and be savvy. Wish you all good luck.